I have a small update on Tommy Robinson's case. He's filed his appeal. On Friday, the 22nd of June, I received an email from John Carson, the new lawyer retained by Tommy Robinson to fight for his freedom. Mr. Carson obviously is a professional and is careful about what he says to the public. His goal is to do the best work possible for Tommy in the court of law, not the court of public opinion, so he is properly tight-lipped about his exact strategy. But I asked him for a statement that I could pass on to Tommy's supporters around the world, and he sent me this. We can confirm that those representing Stephen Lennon have lodged an appeal against sentence, together with an application for bail pending appeal. We are working towards a court hearing at the earliest possible date and hope for a listing imminently. Okay, what does that mean? Well, first of all, Stephen Lennon is Tommy's legal name, just in case you were confused. Mr. Carson is part of a larger legal team working for Tommy. They have lodged an appeal against sentence. That means they are challenging the judge's 13-month prison term, which of course is excessive and disproportionate. In my own view, it's more punitive than a 13-month term for any other prisoner would be, because Tommy is so uniquely endangered in the UK's prisons, many of which are dominated by Muslim criminal gangs who have in the past attacked Tommy. Last time he was in prison, Tommy had to ask to be put into solitary confinement to save his own life. Obviously, no one can survive for 13 months in solitary confinement. So the first appeal is against the sentence itself. The second part of Mr. Carson's note indicates that he's asking for bail for Tommy to get him out of jail, at least until the appeal is heard. One of the craziest parts of this whole episode was that Tommy went from being scooped up on the street by 7 police to prison in a few hours. That's absurd. He didn't even have time to properly instruct a lawyer of his own choosing. Getting Tommy out on bail will not only allow him to visit his family and friends, but it will allow him to have proper meetings with his lawyers. And the third point is self-explanatory. They're looking to have this appeal hearing as soon as possible in the court's schedule. So that's the update on Tommy Robinson. The appeal has been lodged. It's an appeal of the sentence. It's an application for bail, and it's a request to have the hearing for all this as soon as possible. When Tommy's lawyers feel it is appropriate to tell more, they will, and I'll be sure to let you know. But I agree with their decision. Their public communications in the media must not interfere at all with Tommy's chances in court itself. But the message here is clear. Finally, a month after Tommy was jailed, he's finally fighting back. If you want to support this legal appeal, and I hope you do, Tommy's family has authorized me to run the crowdfunding campaign at SaveTommy.com. You can make a donation in British pounds or in Canadian dollars, which are slightly lower than American dollars. 100% of the proceeds will go to pay Tommy's legal bills. If there is any surplus, 100% of the surplus will go to Tommy's family. The family has a full accounting of all money. I'm going to close by reading a note from Tommy's wife, Jenna, who spoke to Tommy recently, and she passed this on to me. She wrote to me, "People's supportive emails and your crowdfunding have given him so much hope," unquote. Folks, if you were ever thinking of helping Tommy, now is the time to do it. Send him a note or chip in a few dollars or a few pounds. It's helping the family. It's helping with Tommy's legal appeal, and according to his missus, it's one of the things that Tommy says is giving him encouragement when he needs it the most. You want to give Tommy some hope? Please help him in this tangible way. Please go to SaveTommy.com. Let's get our friend out of prison for his sake and for the sake of freedom too.
Free Tommy Robinson! Redpill